So hi everyone, today I will be discussing continuing professional development, for short CPD. So CPD means teachers keep learning new things to get better at their job even after they finish school. So below that, it says the lifeblood of the teaching profession. So when we say something is lifeblood, we mean it's what keeps the job going. So just like how our blood keeps our bodies healthy. So CPD isn't optional. It's really needed for teachers to do well. Okay, so moving on to slide 2. First thing, it says that teaching changes all the time, and there are 3 big reasons why. So the first reason is educational reforms. That just means new rules or ways of doing things that schools have to follow, like updating what students need to learn. The second reason is technology. You know how we use computers, tablets, and apps in class now? That's all new compared to how things used to be. So teachers have to keep up with it. And the third reason is learner diversity. So every single student is different. So some learn really fast, some need more time, or some come from different families or have different needs. So teaching can stay the same forever. It has to change too. So the slide also says that teachers need to stay good at their job, to do the right thing all the time, and be able to roll with the changes when they happen. So that makes total sense, right? If the world around us changes, we as future educators should have to change to keep helping kids learn. So first line here says that CPD helps teachers keep learning for their whole lives. It's not just something you do when you're in college. Even if you have been teaching for 20 years, there's always something new to learn. Then it says CPD makes sure teaching is good quality and that students get better results because of it. So when teachers know more and have better skills, they can explain things more clearly, make classes more fun, and help every student understand what they are learning. So that's really what it is all about, making sure kids do well in school and beyond. So what is CPD exactly? So CPD is a never-ending process where teachers learn and grow in their job. It doesn't stop after you get your teaching license. It keeps going as long as you are teaching. So what does it actually do? It makes teachers know more about their subjects, like a math teacher learning new ways to explain fractions, or a history teacher finding out new topics about Philippine history. It helps them get better at skills like managing a busy class or helping students who are struggling. And it also keeps them focused on doing the right thing, like being fair to every student and caring about their success. So it says CPD includes all kinds of different activities. It's not just one thing. So you might do different things for CPD depending on what you need to learn. And here's something really important. CPD doesn't end when you finish school or when you get that official paper that says that you're a teacher. it keeps going year after year because there are always new challenges in schools. So maybe a new subject is added to the curriculum, or a new app comes out that can help students learn. So CPD helps teachers keep up with all of that. So next, first, it helps teachers become what we call reflective practitioners. So that just means after every class, teachers stop and think, did that lesson work? Or did the kids understand? And what could I do differently next time to make it better? When you look back at your work and make changes, you get better and better at teaching. So second, CPD pushes teachers to improve themselves so they can meet what the students need. So you know how 1 year your class might have a lot of kids who love technology, and the next year you have more kids who need extra help with reading. So CPD helps teachers adjust so they can help every single student no matter what they need. So CPD keeps teachers good at their job and effectively at helping students learn. So it makes sure they don't fall behind or get stuck doing the old way when there's a better way to do it. So second, it makes lessons better, helps keep classes calm and organized, and makes tests and assignments more useful. For example, CPD might teach a teacher how to use games to make learning fun, or how to make sure tests really show what the students know. The third is it helps teachers keep up with changes in what they have to teach and new ways of teaching that are proven to work. So like when the curriculum for Filipino or English gets updated, CPD helps teachers learn what's new and how to teach it well. So next is the first point. It helps teachers use technology the right way in class. It's not just about letting kids play on tablets. It's about using tools that actually help them learn. It also makes sure every student can join in and learn. So even if they are different from others. So like students with disabilities or those who speak a different language at home. So the second point or bullet, CPD makes teachers act like real professionals. That means being responsible, respectful, and always wanting to learn more. So when teachers care about growing in their job, it shows in how they treat their students and how they teach. So the next slide, the first line here says, teaching is a dynamic profession. That just means that it's always moving and changing. It's never boring or stuck in one place. Because it changes so much, teachers have to keep learning and getting better to keep up for the changes. We also see points we've talked about before. How CPD makes lessons better, classes more organized, and tests more useful. And it makes sure teachers don't use old ways of teaching that don't work well anymore, like just talking at students for an hour without letting them ask questions or practice what they are learning. Instead, they use modern ways that keeps the kids interested and help them learn more. So the next slide, it says here that It helps teachers look back at what they did in class and make it better. No one knows a teacher's class better than the teacher themselves. So, CPD helps them use that knowledge to make every lesson better than the last. So next is it encourages teachers to keep growing so they can meet what their students need right now. So for example, if a teacher finds out their students are really interested in environmental issues, CPD can help them learn how to add that into their lesson. Or if a class has more students who need extra help with math, CPD can teach them new ways to explain hard concepts. So next is there are a lot of different ways to do CPD. So number one, some teachers go back to school to get higher degrees like master's degree or take extra classes to learn more about a specific subject. Number two, teachers go to seminars, workshops, or big meetings where they learn new things from experts. So, schools also organize trainings for their teachers, and sometimes small groups of teachers get together regularly to talk about how they work and help each other. So we call this Learning Action Cells or LACs. So number three, some teachers work with more experienced teachers who guide them and help them learn the ropes. Or they work with their teachers to plan lessons together and share ideas. So number four, many teachers take online classes, which is great because you can do it at your own pace, or they learn on their own, like reading books about teaching, watching videos online, or trying out new activities in their class and seeing how they work. So next, it makes teachers feel more confident in class. So when you know more and have better skills, you feel sure you can handle anything, like tough questions from students or a class that's being a little noisy. So second, it helps teachers think carefully about their teaching and use ways that we know work well. So instead of just doing things because that's how they've always been done, they use methods that have been proven to help students learn. Third, it makes lesson planning easier and better. And it helps teachers check what students know in ways that are fair and really show how much they have learned. Next is when teachers get better at their job, the whole school becomes a better place to learn. It's not just one class doing well. The whole school gets better because everyone is learning and growing. Second, when teachers do CPD, students get more interested in what they are learning. So they ask questions, join activities, and try their best, and that means they get better grades and understand things more deeply. Next, first, it makes teaching and learning better for everyone in the school. So when all teachers are doing CPD, they are all bringing new ideas and better ways of teaching to their classes. So second, students get more involved in class and do better in their work. So when lessons are interesting and well planned, kids want to learn, and that shows in their grades and how much they can do. Third, it makes sure lessons are built around what students need, not just what the teachers want to teach. And it makes sure no students is left out, even if they learn differently or come from a different background. So, next, it makes teachers work together more. They share ideas, help each other out, and learn from one another. So when teachers collaborate like this, everyone gets better, and that helps students a lot. So, second, schools that do a lot of CPD build what we call a future of a culture of professional growth. That means the whole school cares about learning and getting better. So from the principal down to every teacher. So it's not just something individual teachers do, it's part of how the school works. So next, first, CPD helps teachers follow new rules and standards that are meant to make Philippine schools better. So the government and education groups work hard to make sure all students get a good education, and CPD helps teachers do their part to make that happen. Second, it matches up with what Filipino teachers are supposed to know and be able to do. So there's a list called the Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. So we call it PPST for short. And CPD is made to help teachers meet all those standards. So next, the first one says here that schools that do CPD well becomes places where everyone wants to learn and grow. Teachers support each other, and students see that learning is important, which makes them want to learn too. So second, just like everywhere else in the world, when Filipino teachers do CPD, our students get more interested in their lessons and do better in school. So that means more kids are prepared for high school, college, and their future jobs, which is great for our country. So next, this law is called the Continuing Professional Development Act of 2016. It means that CPD isn't just a good idea we're talking about. It's actually written into Philippine law. So the government made this law to make sure all professionals keep learning and getting better at their jobs. So, and here's something to note. It's not just for teachers. Doctors, nurses, engineers, and all other professionals who have a license have to do CPD too. But today we're focusing on how it helps teachers like us. Next, first, it makes sure teachers are responsible and keep learning for their whole lives. It's a way to make sure every teacher is doing their best to help students. And second, it helps teachers keep up with all the changes in education here in the Philippines. So like when new subjects are added to the curriculum or technology is introduced in schools. So the law makes sure teachers have the chance to learn how to use these things well. So the next slide, it says here that teachers are really busy between planning lessons, teaching classes, checking assignments, and taking care of students. It's hard to find time for CPD activities. So these are the challenges. Next is the second, some teachers can't afford to go to seminars or trainings. Travel costs, registration fees, and materials can add up, and not everyone has the money for that. Third, not all teachers get the same chances to learn. Teachers in big cities might have more workshops and trainings available than those in smaller towns or rural areas. So, and sometimes schools don't have enough support for CPD, like not having money to send teachers to trainings or not giving them time off to go. So, balancing teaching work with learning new things is really tough. So, the next slide, the main thought is some teachers get more chances to learn than others. So, city teachers often have easy access to trainings, but those in small towns or poor schools don't. So, even the same school, opportunities are always fair. So, second, some teachers get more chances to learn than the others. So, city teachers often have easy access to trainings, but those in small towns or poor schools don't. So, even in the same school, opportunities aren't always fair. And lastly, schools don't always help with learning. They may lack money for trainings, not give them time off to attend them, or not make professional growth a priority. So that's it for my topic about continuing professional development or CPD.